Hi everyone, my name's Dustin. I'm 39. I'm autistic and have some other mental health challenges. And I've been living independently for 6 years on my own now. And I wanted to share with you a story from my vlog. Greetings, bloggers, vloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty with another amazing week ahead of us. It has been a good week. We're almost in the final hours of daylight saving time here in the States. For most of the states anyway, our daylight savings time here ends at 2 a.m., which is about 6 or so hours away. We'll get an extra hour of sleep tonight. And, it got me thinking how sometimes the change in the season can be hard for people with autism, such as myself, who are autistic. It can be a change. I think there's a lot to change in the change of a season. We just came off of Halloween just 2 days ago, which of course is not 100% a Halloween fan, but we'll partake in some of the festivities if need be. So we came off of that on Thursday, and today they had a Christmas music preview on the radio station that my mother and I listened to in the car. Um, we also did the Clucks change because Chili Walk was in town today. And as a part of that, I got to see that our upcoming new one of our bridges has been down this year in 2024. They are planning an opening on next Monday. So I'm hoping and keeping our fingers crossed that it goes through. We have two bridges in our town, but this just helps alleviate some of the traffic pressure getting from one side of town to the other for so many. And it'll be a nice thing when it happens. They're just getting things done down there, and very grateful. But it also shows that the seasons are changing, things are changing, and everything changes. But we're seeing more, that we have to be patient with ourselves as humans, and that things do change as much as we don't want them to change. We Seasons change just as much as anything else does. And I think part of that for me is understanding that, I need to work at being less isolated or not so much less isolated as much as I need to be more somewhat active in the coming winter season. It can be hard for that, but I think a lot of times over the last at least 4 years, 4 years will be 4 years that I've been in this apartment as of Monday. So that it too is a big step, but I want to work at making the next year even better. And by being more active and taking better care of my mental health, which I have been lately. But I think now finally coming out of all the onset, if you will, of when I wasn't taking care of myself, and now realizing that there are benefits to taking care of my mental health, even as we get this extra hour of sleep this evening, so that we are well rested and ready to start the next day, because every day in my life is a new day, and there's always hope, and I think for a long time I didn't see hope, and it comes and goes sometimes that we don't see hope. But for me, I think having a change of season, having a different state of mind always provides a sense of clarity and hope in the future. And seeing that, there are things that make it anew. Just as this bridge behind me will open here next week or in a couple weeks, and it'll bring a sense of a new renewal to our community. Just as I need to go out, be more willing to go back out into the community on my own and not stay so much inside. Sometimes for the longest time this year, we had a hot summer. We even had a hot Halloween and a hot October, and I've been very, not going out. But I think part of that was because I wasn't taking care of myself in the way that I needed to. And now that I'm finally getting on the right track and finally understanding that things can be done, I need to take the initiative myself and make more of an opportunity to get out, more and not be so out of it and so just laying around and feeling depressed or sad about things. It can be hard. It's not easy. It's some things aren't easy at all. Like even taking a shower, and all you want to do is sleep sometimes. But in reality, that's great. Getting that rest is good, but when you sleep too much, it can be hard to wrap yourself around and realize that you're only hurting yourself because you're missing out on things, and people, don't have you're not getting things done in the way that you need to. It was nice to go out among my community today and have some chili. And we went to all 7 stops. That wasn't as many as years past, but it was nice to get out among people and do things. And I hope I do more as time evolves itself. I do have a lot of things going on in my life, and I try to make the best of the circumstances that I'm handed. But having being in a good um, place and a good spot mentally in this time of season when the change of the season comes, and when the time changes and it's darker earlier in the day and it's lighter late earlier in the clocks. You're always, it seems like I'm always fighting against the clock because I just seem to never be at peace with the clock. It's always that I'm always looking to make sure that I'm in the right time frame, I'm in the right mindset, and having less hours of daylight can be struggling, but that doesn't mean that I can't stop having fun. Whether that's doing some online things or maybe watching some more TV, as the holiday season approaches, and being more positive and uplifting in the holiday season is especially important. It can be hard to be uplifting and positive, but there is a part of me that understands the need to be, because it just brings your spirit down, and it doesn't make you feel like you belong if you're in this down and out phase. And I think what's also important is that I don't carry that down and out phase onto those who don't really need to hear it. For far too long I have, and as a result, it has been damaging to those that don't need to hear it, and it just makes the situation that I have to be handed, and both of us really have to be handed, much worse to navigate than um, what is really needed to be navigated, to be quite honest with you. Um, Sometimes, I'm doubtful of things happening or being, but sometimes I too have to take the initiative and do what I need to do to get to start the process of doing something positive, uplifting, or just keep going in a day that it doesn't seem where it's possible, where sleep seems to be more of an option because I'm bored out of my mind, or I just don't want to do anything. But sometimes, as somebody said, sometimes we got to encourage ourselves, and I feel that that's something I have to do more, is I have to encourage myself more and not just be so down and out all the time, and be so, out, take that verbal aggression of how I'm feeling and not processing it properly on others, because I feel that they need to have it. But in reality, they don't need to have it. I need to work at myself and finding ways to improve my mental health and work at taking care of myself as a whole person, not just in the mental health realm, but in all dimensions of wellness. So with that being said, I think I'm going to stop there because I think I've said my piece about it, but I'm getting ready to change the season, get ready to get some sleep, take care of myself and make things better for me. So if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We appreciate the new subscribers. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Pinterest. That handle is Dustin's Dynasty. I'm on the web. That address is www.dustinsdynastyusa.com. And lastly, I have a link tree with all my links that I handle as Dustin's Dynasty. Again, I want to thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.